For this example, what you're trying to prove is a little bit different. You're trying to prove that AC is congruent to DB. So I'm just going to start with the given and see where that takes us. So for the first piece of the given, I would say AE is congruent to ED. And that is given. And I'm going to mark it in the picture. So AE is congruent to ED. The second piece, I have CE is congruent to BE. So CE is congruent to BE. Right? 2 is given. The third piece is that angle DEB is congruent to angle AEC. This is also given. I'm going to mark it up on the picture. So angle DEB, it's this angle right here, is congruent to AEC. And it looks like what we have is an angle side angle side, side angle side, and we have two congruent triangles. So what we're trying to show is that AC and DB are congruent, and you'll see that they're in the same position on the two congruent triangles. So I am actually going to write the congruent statement for the triangles as my next step. So I'm going to say that triangle DEB is congruent to triangle AEC. And the reason for that is the side angle side postulate. From that, I can actually go straight to what I'm trying to prove. I can say AC is congruent to DB. And the reason for that is that they are corresponding parts of congruent triangles. And we talked about how you might need to use that later. So if you look at DB and AC, they're in the same position on two congruent triangles. So my reason for step 5 is corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent, which is abbreviated CP. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent, CPCTC. And that proof is finished.